Alright guys, what is going on? Brian back with another episode of our State of Decay 2 new player guided walkthrough. Last episode we got a play cart done. We did a little bit of testing on our explosives. We got some of our bounties finished. And we just had the people for the medical facility call us and say they needed a generator. And our survivor here actually said that she's seen one down here, which is cool. I don't remember this mission like populating a generator or even pointing you in a direction. I remember it just kind of being, you just kind of had to find one and give it to them. So that is something that we're going to work on today. Building those relationships with the enclaves is a priority. So those guys are up here and they're going to be a very important ally, because if we do move here, we're going to have an ally right next door. So let's get geared up and get our day started. So I need some ammo, I need some materials, so that is going to be something that we're going to keep our eye out for when we're out and about today. Let's equip that, equip this. We're going to reload our Uzi. Alright, and top off our 9mm. Okay, so let's get our stamina, medical, and we are good to go. So,
Hey people, this is what I've been talking about.
Hey over there, we have a problem, and we need help now.
There's a couple things I wanted to do today. I want to go and turn these bounties in. Like I said, I want to find those resources. We're going to do this mission. And also, I'm going to teach you guys right now about the radio, because this is something that we haven't really touched on. And I feel like this is something that goes it's very underutilized in the game. So your radio, you can access it by hitting whatever your keybind is on controller. Mine is O on my keyboard. I don't know what it is on the controller, but you can also access it from your inventory menu. You bring up your inventory menu, and you can literally just come over to here. And this is your radio, and in the radio you have tons of different options in here, and the one that we're going to focus on right now is find resources / people. So if you're having a hard time and you're out here and you're looting and you're like, yo, I need materials and I just can't find any, you can spend some of your influence to call the network and say, hey, you know, where are some materials that I could use, and you could do that for any resource in the game.
I'm finally ready to get back on my feet. Sorry to be a burden.
So yeah, so it's a good feature to learn. Now, the one thing we're going to focus on here is the find other survivors. So when it comes to recruiting survivors, you have to, the main way to do it is you build up your friendly enclaves up to allied, and that allows you to recruit them for free. Or you can go to like friendly enclaves.
I want to find allies in this town who will help us wipe out the blood plague.
You know, I wasn't talking. Or you can recruit from friendly or neutral enclaves, but you have to pay influence to recruit those survivors. So the main way to get, the game will naturally spawn like other enclaves on your map, but this is a way for you to force it. So you spend 150 influence. We got a little bit of extra. So
I'd love to make some new
now how this works is
You're out there, why don't you say hi?
Undead Labs went ahead and changed this, and it made it so that the enclave will spawn within the general vicinity you're in. So if you want them to spawn in this area, which I'm okay with, then I would be in this area. Now, if I wanted them to spawn like down in this area, I probably should have drove down here, called them in this area. But this enclave, I plan on breaking apart anyways. I don't know if this specific enclave is one I'm going to break apart, but that is my goal, because we do want to get our hands on another survivor. So we got two missions here. We got one right here and one right here. So I think there's going to be another enclave here too. All right, this is working out nice. So while we're doing our trip, we're gonna, like I said, be on the lookout for materials. We're gonna head down to the shed, maybe even check these guys out. So we're gonna focus on a lot of missions today, and then ultimately swing around and hit the bounty broker. So we'll grab a gas can, throw that in the trunk. Where is our car? There it is. So I've heard this happening to people right now after the update. They're kind of like just spitting your cars all over the place. That probably is just a bug of some sort. All right, so building relations, like I said, it's good because it gives you trade partners, some people you could sell stuff to all the time, people you can recruit from, people you can, you know, enlist to come and help you, which I'll show you that once we get over here. Now, I don't really do it all too often, but it is a very, very good strategy. You got YouTubers that are really, really good at it, like Get Good Fox. He really pushes his enclaves to the limit, uses them to the fullest. So let's see. Go check out what they have their trade. They do have a signal antenna, but this one we can craft on our own instead of purchasing it. So I'm gonna pass on that. But let's welcome them.
How are you?
So this is what I was saying. You can recruit them now, or you can wait till they're allied, and then they're free. Now, you can also enlist followers to follow you around. They'll help you fight. They'll help you take out plague hearts. And then if something happens to them, it's not as bad as if I brought somebody from my base with me and they died. If these guys die, it isn't like the end of the world. You know what I mean? So that's also a good option if you want that backup, but you do have to pay for it. And another good thing is if you want to go on a looting mission, you can bring one of these guys along with you, and you can actually trade with them while you're looting. It's a really good way to loot. So let's learn about. All right, he has computers.
Hello there.
Her name is Trouble. Sewing.
What's up, kid?
Geek trivia. So this enclave really not that great. Not that great. The only person I would remotely even think about taking is the person with computers, but yeah, we don't really need that right now. And skadoosh. Yeah, like I said, if you ever have bloaters in the road, take care of them because they'll stay there pretty long, and you don't want to get caught with one day when you're not really paying attention. There we go, another enclave. Yeah, so we're getting quite a bit of enclaves on the map now, which is good.
You been well?
We have interesting neighbors. Richard and Alice could tell you more about them. So I think this is the one that spawns like, yeah, the people who party and then like a super dangerous group of people.
Yeah, for sure. Bye now.
And Alice. Yeah, so be careful with this mission. So the Meet the Neighbors mission, what it does is it spawns in two groups. One group is a rowdy group of partiers that make a bunch of noise and are possibly going to get themselves killed. And then the other one spawns in a enclave that is not very nice.
Community has one frustrated person who can wreck everything you build. Don't let it happen. Either you live together or you die alone.
Right. Let's go see what is down here. So the Faded Red Workshop is the party people. We got Plague Z coming in.
Remember when dead people stayed dead?
Okay. So
No. They've turned.
okay, so their partying antics got them killed. And they're gonna bring this horde down on top of me. All right, so in this case, you guys run. No point in staying here. Now, I kind of just want to see what these guys have on them. You could fight, like me. I'm just interested to see what kind of loot they have. So I'm just going to try to space the zombies out. Now, this is quite a bit of zombies, so... We're just going to space them out. Make sure you're constantly dodging. Oh, that was bad grab. Bad grab again, too. Alright, so these guys we gotta be careful. Space them out. That was one of the survivors. Why are you going after that one? Got stamina back. Nice. We got all three of the survivors in the same spot. So like I said, I did that because I wanted to just... I could have just shot my gun. But like I told you guys earlier, I am trying to increase my fighting skills. Alright, let's see if these guys had anything worth... Because we need parts and scrap. And just stuff to sell in general, so... Pretty much everything I grabbed off them, we're just going to end up scrapping it. Oh, that's nice.
This might be too much to carry.
We'll throw some of this crap in the back. We're actually going to head right back up to that group that sent us out. And we're going to sell a bunch of this stuff to them. And like I said, a good amount of it we're going to just scrap. Yeah, we don't have enough inventory. Not bad at all. Like I said, in that situation, I had already completed the mission, and like I was telling you guys, if you guys aren't 100% confident in, you know, dealing with that situation, just bail. There's nothing that's wrong with leaving, right there, unless you want what's there. Then obviously, yes, stay and fight for it if it's what you want, but don't feel that you have to stay there.
What do you have to trade? Why not?
So all these little knives and backpacks, I'm going to sell all those. They're not worth keeping. I'm going to keep that 8-slot backpack. No, I think I actually... Yeah, we'll sell that one. I think I already have a couple. And then these we're gonna scrap. All right, so they They got a horde coming through the back. 2 hordes, actually. Now we're gonna. Yep, that's. I'll say. I seen plague zombies, so once they're done with them, I wanted to go and see if there was any plague samples.
Good to see you.
Let me see what you got.
Why not?
All right, like I said, the rest of that stuff we are going to scrap. Okay, so where's this other group? All right, so the other group is over here. Now they said that they are bad people, so you gotta. They're potentially dangerous. So when you get there, don't jump out of your car when you first show up because they are going to go hostile and you can potentially get shot. So fair warning, anytime that people tell you that the Enclave can be bad, don't just roll up on them because, yeah, you can end up in a gunfight and not in a good situation. So here we're going to check this out. We're going to see what kind of weapon, because I don't mind killing these guys because, like I said, just like we looted them last 3, we can loot these 3. And it's just another hostile Enclave out of our area. So I'm going to drop this stuff at my base. So like I was showing you guys, like this 22, I'm going to take the bullets out of it. I'm going to scrap it. This Viper's a 357. I'm not ever going to use it. Well, actually, we need a revolver, so we're going to hold on to that. Yeah, we'll hold on to that 357 for now because there's a bunch of revolver bounties, and I don't have one. So I guess we'll keep it for now. But for those melee weapons, we'll scrap these. Got a lot of blunt weapons. 5 pounds. Get rid of that. All right, cool. We'll hold on to that stuff for now. So we're back up to 205 parts. And I remember when I first started playing the game, that was one of the hardest things I was having a hard time getting was parts. Because I was back in the day, you used to get less parts than you do now, but even then, I was consistently hoarding weapons and stuff like that. I wasn't breaking any weapons down for parts. I was just hoarding weapons. So these guys are going to go hostile. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to block off this so I have all of this to hide behind. So they're already shooting, it sounds like. So when you're fighting human enemies, just treat the game like a shooter. You want to stick to hard cover. That's what's going to keep you safe. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to play around this garage. So we're going to sprint this way. And we're staying behind cover. Right now, I don't think they've activated. Yep, there they are. Now, for those of you guys who aren't confident in your, human fighting abilities, you don't have to do this either. You can just bail. All right, so somebody's coming around. That's dead. A well-placed headshot in this difficulty will take out the survivors. So that's all 3 of them down. One of them shot at me with a damn crossbow. Alright, Drive Shaft Club. That's a good heavy weapon for our Plague Heart endeavors.
Okay, let's calm down.
They're talking to me after they're dead. Alright, same thing. We're going to grab this stuff for scrap, and we're going to grab it to sell. So, because we have that action slider down, a well-placed headshot will kill the enemy. So, you don't have to, be super, super scared of them. You just got to try to hit them in the head.
That's pretty heavy.
All right, and now we got more stuff to trade. And more stuff to break down. Oh, that is a lot of plague zombies. Now, if I was in like plague sample mode, that would have been amazing. But we're not super pressed right now for plague samples. Now, like I said, if you guys are, anytime you run into a pack of plague zombies, deal with them. It'll give you that chance to get those plague samples. We'll sell this crap first right over here. And did I already hit the shed at all? I don't know if I did. We're going to run across the street, see if we can get some materials out of there.
It's good to see you alive.
Let's trade.
All right.
They have meds. Ooh, they do have a toolkit, though, which I'm thinking I might get my hands on. All right, so let's... Backpacks. Close combat weapons. We'll sell. I'm going to keep that drive shaft club because that's something I'm actually just going to use.
That's pretty heavy.
And we'll sell this last backpack.
Hey, you.
Let me see what you've got.
Yeah, sure.
And we're going to keep this, and the rest of the stuff will break down. Strip the ammo from it, break it down. Now, I was actually thinking about hanging on to that pistol, but like I said, I don't want to invest the parts into fixing it. And that's going to be the thing about weapons that you find that are beat up and stuff like that is, yeah, you can keep them. Now, if you don't have any handguns, yeah, keep it, fix it. But we don't need it because we have other sidearms right now. Especially a 9mm sidearm. That's a 15 round, no scope. And we have a 15 round, no scope right here. So, ship the bullets. Let's break these babies down. That's 60. 26. Drop that in the base. Look at that, guys. Look at that. Making some progress. We got
I'm in a bit of a jam here.
got a lot of missions popping right now. All right, so those 3 enclaves. Now let's hit these 2 right here. Let's go find that generator, and we'll hit this on our way.
I'll be there shortly.
Oh, this may be the Crossbow Killer mission, guys. So the Crossbow Killer is, you'll have a hostile enclave on your map, a bad group, and what happens is all of a sudden you get a radio call from them people that are being really, really distressed, and you go check it out, and they're all dead, and they were killed by a crossbow. So at that point, you start searching for the killer. Now the killer will have that crossbow that I bought last episode, the one that shoots all the bolts, and that has like the magazine of bolts or whatever, the X3. Now this is the other way to get that crossbow in the game, and you can either kill the person for it, you can tell them to drop it on the ground, or you can try to recruit them. Now recruiting them is always a good option. But what you need less than 4 people in your base. You need to have less than 4 people, and you need to have a bed slot available. So as long as you meet that criteria, I believe you can recruit them.
Part of me wants to know how plague hearts control their territory. The other part just wants to destroy them.
So coming on in plague territory, we should have brought with us. I didn't check that shed also when I left that enclave, but it's all good. Actually, I think there's a hardware store over here somewhere in there. Right there, I think. There we go. So we maxed out fighting. Now this is our pathologist. So let's see what we can get. We can get striking or endurance. So striking means they're amazing with blunt weapons. Endurance is a like this is a good combination skill. It increases your health. It gives you a special attack where you can like kind of body slam the zombies on the ground. Now, what do we want to do? What do we want to do? Let me think on it. So there's a van across the street too that we could check out. Yep.
Looks like I'm too late to make much difference here.
Beautiful. Now you just got to loot the body and try to figure out what happened. But since I already told you, you already know what happened. And the telltale sign is right here. You'll see the people will have a crossbow bolt stuck in them. We're gonna grab some stuff that we could break down. Got our hands on another revolver too. There's the note. Wow, they had a bag of meds on them. Nice. Trying to search this last body, but I can't get the angle. She died on the freaking thing here. It's all good. Not too worried about it. Drop that in there and drop that in there. So I'm gonna head across the street here, see if I can get my hands on any materials out of this shed or out of this building. I think it's a materials building, right? Hardware store. Doesn't tell me what it may contain.
Coast is clear.
Okay, let's see what we can get out of here. Hardware store. I'd hope for some materials, right?
Okay.
We'll grab the parts. That ultralight backpack's pretty good, but I don't have enough inventory right now to be grabbing everything. I'm mainly here just for the materials.
This might be valuable.
Replenish our snacks. Yeah, so this I don't think we're going to get any materials. Now I'm going to also look at the shed behind us. Fertilizer is pretty good for farms if you have any. So, yeah, we didn't get any materials. But that is a materials outpost. What about you, shed? Okay, so as you guys can see, none of these sheds have materials. You can tell by just scrolling over them and looking. None of these areas around here have materials in them, so let's head down towards looking for that generator. Now, when I am undecisive on a skill that I want to do a survivor up with, I'll hold off and I'll just wait until I max out my other skills just to kind of see. And that's something that you can do in this game. You can kind of just wait, hold off on upgrading until you got the full picture of what that character is going to have available. Because it's like, say I want to go for like a powerhouse build, and I'm like, you know what, I'm going to go discipline, powerhouse, and endurance. But that survivor doesn't get the powerhouse or discipline skill. Then if I pick that endurance skill right now, I'm just going to have I'm not going to be able to get the build I want. So you can just hold off until you get all of your stuff maxed out. And then go and just make your whole build all at once. Oh, I drove past right. Nope. It's right here. Let me I'm trying to think of where I can get some materials down here.
I have a good feeling about this place.
All right, let's see if we can get this portable Jenny. There it is. There it is. So let's go throw that in the trunk because that thing is heavy as hell. Top off our fuel, and I really want to get a rucksack of materials, so we're gonna check the map really quick. So what we could do, like I showed you, we'll hit this billboard right there and we'll kind of scout the area. I don't know if we'll be able to see into the town from this billboard, but we'll give it a shot really quick just to see if we can get our hands on some materials. Alright, our hatchet is already breaking. Good thing we came over here. Look, there's a plague sample. Yeah, the billboards tend to have less range than like things like cell towers and stuff. Cell towers, oh man, you could see quite a distance from the top of those things. All right, so let's begin scouting. Yeah, as you guys can see, we can't even see that far into the town.
I think that could be a good place for an outpost. I guess that's all there is to see.
All right, so we revealed a little bit of the area. Some camps, bookstore, pawn shop. No materials, though. That's another billboard. That's another billboard. So we got some, it looks like warehouses going up the road. Now, I know a guaranteed place where we can find some materials. And I'll give you guys this little tip, because on the lethal map difficulty, you're going to have issues with materials. Now, this area actually looks like it's pretty pre-looted, but here's like a housing development that was in the process of being built. And as you guys can see, there's a lot of materials in this area. But since it's lethal, you guys can see they pre-looted a lot of the area. But doesn't mean I'm not going to, try to look at least. We could actually go hit up another scouting position, probably this billboard. So what do they want here? Oh, this was for the Crossbow Killer. Yeah, let's go finish off that mission, actually. I'd rather check the other town for materials, honestly. Prescott is, they got a good police station here. But yeah, you're not really going to be able to get your hands on a many materials. Got what, 2?
No one's not done yet.
Yeah, we should be able to get our hands on some
Got some quality stuff to trade.
materials in the other city. Let's see, what's that shed? Nothing. So we got to be careful, though. Our melee weapon is breaking down. which is fine because, I mean, we could just resort to the knife if we have to, but when you do get into that point where your melee weapon goes yellow, just kind of just stay aware of it, because if you don't, you're going to get in a fight with a huge horde of zombies. You're not going to be paying attention. Next thing you know, your weapon's just going to break on you. And I've had it happen to me all too many times. Okay, so down here, there's quite a few warehouses in this area. We just gotta be careful because there's a decent amount of zombies in the area also. Decent amount of plague hearts. Said I just want a single bag of materials. I'll be cool with that. Let me see what we got going on here. So there's 2 sheds over here that we could check. Or a shed in a warehouse. And a crossbow killer's right up the hill this way. So this is the main thing that's dangerous, guys, about plague territory is, like, I can't set up outposts here, but oh, there we go. Materials in both. Looting in plague territory is just dangerous because
but that won't last
you're
here in plague territory.
exposed to the plague zombies. And as you guys can see, there's quite a few of them. There it is. Now let me see if I can rearrange my inventory and possibly get my hands on a second bag of materials. Alright, so we got another screamer over here walking. We could do that, add that to our bounty. Okay, so this area is getting pretty dangerous. So don't be scared, guys, to employ stealth when you're in this plague territory, because yeah, as you guys can see, this is pretty bad. I want to get this rucksack off my back. So if I do get in a fight, I don't want to be bogged down by it. I don't know if they heard the gun. Yeah, okay, so I wasn't sure if they heard the gunshot or the screamer's head popping. Alright, so we'll just take the 1 bag for now. We'll go deal with this crossbow killer. We're pretty maxed out on inventory. Now, me personally, I'm going to try to recruit the crossbow killer. Just because I wouldn't mind the extra crossbow. And if their skills are trash, we'll just exile them. So, as you guys can see, that's the crossbow we already got. Let's try to recruit her.
Let's do it.
She did us.
I want to show you our community.
She did us a solid. You know what I mean? She killed that enemy enclave.
What's on your mind?
All right. So right now we can actually trade with her. Let's see what she has. Materials. Of course, I'm gonna buy those. Yeah. So make sure you buy the stuff from her, because once you recruit her, that's it. She's with you. So I'm gonna buy that and the
Let's trade.
the ammo. Yeah, so make sure you guys buy stuff from her if you do end up recruiting the crossbow killer, because yeah, if you don't, the resources on them are just going to disappear. And as you see those Z's pop up in the corner there, our survivor that we're currently on is starting to get tired. So we'll get her back to base, let her rest up. But that actually worked out really well. We were able to get a bag of materials,
That zombie's got blood plague.
2 bags of materials, and a bag of ammo.
A lot of Zeds coming our way.
Get back to base. We'll, like I said, get her on bed rest. Get all of our new loot and gear situated. And then we're going to check out the crossbow killer, see what kind of stuff she has on her. get her loot and stuff reorganized. So we could possibly just sell that second crossbow, or breaking it down for parts is not really, or you could just keep it. You know what I mean? Save it if you have a friend that you might want to trade it to or something like that. They're very, very rare crossbows, so having more than one of them doesn't hurt. And I'll probably keep mine and maybe give it away on stream or something like that to somebody who's having a hard time finding one. Yeah, so like I said, guys, you just take your time. You just enjoy the game. There's no, like, because we're managing our resources, we're no longer being pressed by time. Like, nothing's like, oh, you got to do, you know, it's, we kind of just, you know, do what we want when we want. And every now and again, like I said, just keep checking your numbers. You know, the only thing that's really going to put you in a time restraint would be your food. And that's a pretty easy one to manage, as you guys can see, with like just a food outpost. I think we're only losing, what, 1 food a day? Yeah, so.
Just dropped off quite a haul.
Right. I forgot I have to drop off that generator.
So long.
So let me actually go do that really quick. Where the hell did they live? Okay, down the road. We'll go drop off this generator really quick. So, as you guys see, my people are constantly finding things and like finding resources. Now, what that is from, mouse words, is when your morale starts going up. The higher your morale, the more your people, you know, they do things around the base faster. They'll find you resources. They'll find you guns, like all that type of stuff. So that is why it's important to keep your morale up, because you do get free goodies from it. And, you know, your people don't fight. They don't do stuff like that. So, yeah, if you randomly are just getting stuff, that's due to your morale. Now, I don't think there's any more materials in these areas down here. I don't even know if I need more material. No, we're pretty good on resources, honestly. What we're actually going to do is we're going to hit the waterfall. I'm going to show you guys the waterfall, where there's a rare gun case. It's right down this river. Alright, grab a Jenny. Nathaniel, here you go, dude.
I don't know what I would have done without you. It's nice to have a friend visiting.
Alright, so let's see.
What do you have to trade? Yeah.
Yeah, they got straight meds for sale. Okay, so we got a oh, now another thing about the radio. Now that reminds me, as you get level up people, you'll unlock like little perks sometimes. Sometimes they'll give you like special radio calls where you can call in supply drops, help, stuff like this. Like I got remote advice here, probably because I have a medic back at my base. So, well, actually I have 2 medic people there. I got one for from my ally, and I have one from people in my base. Now what these do, if you get really, really hurt out here and you don't have any bandages or anything like that, or meds, what you can do is you can click one of these, and it will heal you up for free. It's just a free heal. So keep that in mind, and that works when you have a medic back at your base. Vehicle delivery. These are from like my DLCs that I paid for when I first bought the game. As you can see, they cost a good amount of influence, and that has to do with the map difficulty. Because if you plan a lower difficulty, they are free. And as you guys can see, we also have these, or maybe it's community difficulty. I don't know, but I also have these. But these are all DLC items. Now, some of these, like, you can get more, and they'll be from enclaves and not DLC, and they'll be free. Or you have to just pay a little bit of influence, like a tiny bit. And I believe you can call them if you're having a hard time finding plague hearts with the new plague territory. This is kind of irrelevant. And multiplayer, you got your Independence Day pack, which is you can call in your Independence Trader. You can call in a bunch of different weapons and stuff, and then your Daybreak stuff, where you can call in Red Talon operators and the Prestige Trader.
Part of me wants to know how plague hearts control their territory. The other part just wants to destroy them.
All right, so let's go hit this waterfall. So the best way to get down to the waterfall is on the other side of this base. You come to the back side, and there's like a little ramp down to it. All right, and you just kind of follow the water all the way up. And here we are. We're at the waterfall. So there's a group asking us for food. Our allies are asking us for food. And the trader is an ammo trader. That is awesome. We're actually going to go check that out.
Hey, stop.
Transmission mace. It's all right. Just going to loot all this stuff. Now, that Enclave wants food. You could do it one of two ways. You can go up to your base, pull out a bag of food yourself right from your own supply, and bring it to them. But I don't generally like doing that. I would rather go out and try to find them a bag of resource. That way, now, if you just can't, like I said, you can use the radio option. You can call in some. But because they're allied, I definitely want to make sure I am getting them that food, or we're going to lose their ally status. And our survivor's tired, so like I said, we're going to head back to base.
I don't see any Zeds, but that won't last here in plague territory.
Yeah, we could probably use one more bag of ammo, maybe even two. We can craft up some 9mm.
Here's a tip from someone who found out the hard way. A house without a top-end workshop isn't a home. It's an oversized coffin.
We have a few zombies coming toward base. Nothing we can't handle, though.
Everything that lined up so perfect. So at this point, we still don't have our third facility, and I am leaning towards getting a watchtower. Okay, so there I wanted to slow down. I didn't want to just blast through them, guys. It would have really damaged my car. So we'll just hit them backwards. All right, so now that we have 4 survivors, this should go pretty smooth.
We may be outnumbered, but we're a lot smarter than they are.
All right, so let me look in. How much is it going to cost to build me a watchtower? 7. We're up to 18. So I could build fighting gyms and stuff like that to help with skilling up, but right now I feel like I'm not having a hard time leveling my characters. So that's how I would, if you're having a hard time leveling up your fighting skills or shooting skills, you can build one of these 2 and they will help you out. And this gives you plus 20 health. This gives you plus 20 stamina. So all your survivors. But I think we might go with the watchtower. Just to reduce that
Look who's not dead yet.
wee bit of threat there. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to swap out this weapon.
Dead over there. How many more beds are out there?
Hope that's the last of them.
You can see our survivors are just lighting these dudes up. And we're getting more and more tired. Okay.
We really came together, and it saved us.
Let me see. Do I have an additional gun that I could give her? Yes. So we're going to keep... Both of these are 357. This one holds 6. This one holds 5. So we'll get rid of this one. And this one has a scope. It's our first 5.56 weapon, so I am going to hold on to it for a bit. And it has a scope. So that's not bad, this bolt scout. And it's a bolt action rifle, so it never jams or breaks. So it's a good long range rifle to go hunting like screamers and stuff with, you know, for my screamers with rifle mission. It's a very, very good rifle because you can do it from long range. So we'll just give her this for base defense for now. All right, let's check out Garcia here. This is the Crossbow Killer we just recruited. I said she came with an additional one of these crossbows, which is super nice. And wow, 2 things of bourbon. That's really, really awesome. So let's see what her skills are. She's, oh my god, that's so clutch. So she's a nutritionist. I got really, really, really lucky with. Now she does have nightmares. That kind of stinks. So she's gonna fatigue severe. She gets tired. She doesn't sleep well, and her stamina is a little bad. But the thing is she also has something. Yeah, her cardio is high enough to boost it. She's all right. We could definitely hold on to her. Wow, that's really, really good. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna use this to craft. Wait, is our power? I think our power's off. Actually, no, it's still on. It's still on. So let's use that to craft one more thing before I take out this generator.
I think I'm actually happy here. That's kind of a surprise.
We're taking care of that.
So we'll do one more set of fuel bombs, and then I'm gonna pull the Jenny out. And we're going to install our bolt crafting tool set because I do want to get my hands on a couple more bolts. Okay, so we're gonna hit that trader and get these guys some food. I think there's a food site. Oh, I think.
My aunt's prepper plan, there's a of numbers next to BOV. The numbers look like GPS coordinates.
Okay, so we don't have any food in the area. So I have one or two options. Like I said, I could bring them food from my supply myself, or I can call in supplies to give them. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to give them food from my supply. Like I said, I generally don't like doing that, but I also don't want to waste influence right now because I'm saving up to buy a base. And as you guys can see, this base down here costs, well, we already have enough for it, so it's 1,000. I thought it was 1,500. But I'm also not in a rush to move bases right now either. All right, let's go. We're going to grab a bag of food out of our own supply. Which in doing this, like I said, we just got to make sure that we're watching our own numbers. So we know next episode we're probably going to go and try to get us some food. And we had infestation pop up. Nice. We got 8 minutes on that trader, so we got to be careful. I don't want him to leave before we can buy that stuff off him. Like I told you, as soon as I see an infestation, guys, I take care of it. Let's craft some firecrackers. And we'll use those for the infestation. So yeah, firecrackers are they can be crafted out of your workshop. You can craft all types of distraction items. And another thing I didn't do is I should have grabbed...
See you later.
There it is. Give them the rock. I should have grabbed items to trade. Yeah, anytime you're going to meet a trader, bring some good stuff to sell. Sell all that. Is there anything else I don't need? Alright, so we got 6 minutes on that trader. I'm gonna swap out this melee weapon. Nice.
Another project finished. Great job, folks.
Okay, so we got our watchtower built. We have our bolt crafting tool set installed. We're gonna hit that infestation on the way back. We got to be careful though, because that is a huge horde, and that could possibly, and that is a huge horde. Oh, don't do it! There it is. Now, if you do have traders near you, traders have really good guns. So if you do get in a situation,
What do you have to trade?
Yeah, sure.
a trader is your best bet. They have some really good guns on them. So let's see. This trader has weapon presses, nice, and some pretty decent guns. But I don't know if I really want to spend the influence on the guns. They do have a 50 cal. I'm gonna see if I can get some more stuff to sell to him really quick. We already have the handgun ammo press.
Nice.
The only other one I would even consider right now would be the rifle press.
Well, I guess that's all there is here.
So as you guys know, these presses, they are these right here.
Trade.
These allow you to craft the different ammo types in the game. Now, we already have the handgun. Shotgun is meh. I don't really use shotguns all that much. Now, it is something that we could look forward to in the future. But right now, I don't even know if I want any of these ammo presses. They're just expensive. So let's sell this stuff. And let's grab at least a bag of ammo. That'll just help out because there isn't a whole lot of ammo on the map. 250. So we can grab another one and still be over 1500 influence.
I've got stuff you'll like.
All right.
Yeah, because there really isn't a lot of ammo on the map and on a lethal map. So any chance you can get your hands on ammo or materials, definitely take the advantage of that. So let's burn out that infestation, and that will be the end of today's episode. Now, we do got to be careful about that horde that was down here in the road, because it was massive. I think it actually went up there and combined it with the other one. So, we're going to kill the screamer with the rifle. Alright, the way these guys spread out, I don't even think we have to worry about using fire. Is that the screamer? Yep. So the screamers have like those pinkish eyes. We only need one more screamer too for our mission. Yeah, see, I don't even have to waste fire on this infestation. One more guy, he's probably in the back. Yep.
Am I imagining things, or is this a great spot for an outpost?
Yeah, we don't have our second outpost yet, do we? Yeah, so next episode, we can work on getting a little bit more gas and food. We were able to get ourselves a little bit of materials and ammo this episode. Next, we're going to focus on gas and food. Okay, we're actually out of ammo storage. Let's see, how much are we over cap? We're over cap by 1. So in that case, I don't want to waste ammo, because what will happen is it'll just bleed away when you're overcapping. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go to my storage here, and you can hit this button right here, which is sort ammo. It uses 2 of ammo, and you'll just get a bunch of random bullets, and they'll get stored in your locker.
We should find a way to get electricity hooked up.
All right, and that is that. Look at that. We have done it, guys. That's one more episode down. We got infestations to take care of. We hit some of the traders. We got the mysterious wandering trader that just popped up. But yeah, next up, we got some enclaves going on here. We're doing pretty good. So what we're going to do now, next episode, is we are going to focus on clearing out. This plague heart will be the first one, which is going to free up this base. And I don't need to move, but I don't need to not move either. You know what I mean? Like, there's nothing saying like, oh, we got to get out of this base because right now we're able to easily sustain our group. We are maxed out though. That's the thing, is we can't get any more survivors here, but we're doing good. We got everything we need. But moving bases will kind of just open up the game for us a little bit, give me more things to explain to you guys and stuff like that. So we're going to keep the game moving forward. And next episode, we are going to come down here and clear out at least this plague heart. That way we can free up this base. And yeah, we'll go from there. So I appreciate you guys for watching. I do hope you guys are still enjoying this series. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.